Hi. So the first question that I have, Ashwin, is who is a guru and what is the job of a guru?
Hmm. So there's some whirring sound. What is it?
It's probably the laptop.
Oh, okay. Not bad. So yeah. So who's a guru? Um, well, a guru is your connection to a lineage. That teachers who have managed to tap into the full potential of human consciousness. Over time and over births, we tend to lose our consciousness because it's a cycle. You go from having great purpose and really doing something amazing to again being completely lost and avoiding all responsibility. And then we move again to hunger. Somebody expressed this cycle very well. He said um, that, tough times make tough people, and tough people make easy times. And easy times make weak people, and weak people make tough times. And tough times, it goes on. It's a cycle. Okay. So the whole world is engaged in this cycle, and you only have to notice it. You have to look up a little bit of history to see that this is true. Tough times make tough people. Tough people make easy times. Easy times make weak people. Weak people make tough times, and tough times make tough people again. It's a cycle. But Guru's job is to maintain a connection to the biggest potential of human beings, so the toughest possible human being. How can we get there? Guru always knows that pathway. And this is done in a very intricate system of lineage. You cannot be a guru if you're not connected to a lineage. And this is predetermined before you're born, whether you're going to be born and get connected to a lineage. Many gurus remember their past birth, and they remember how they made sacrifices in the past birth so that they can get connected to a lineage in this birth. And they're holding to you that that passage, or that portal by which you can go and become tough again. If you're weak, you become tough again by becoming a disciple to a guru. So that's what a guru is. What is the other question?
What is the job of a guru? That's two
What's
main
the
people.
job of a guru? All right. Yeah. So the noise is too much of that. Nobody can hear.
Okay,
You have to do something about it.
okay.
Maybe log on
Uh,
from your phone or something.
yeah, I'll sort it out.
Did you do
I'll
that?
go for a, yeah, I'll do that. I'll go away for a bit and I'll come back.
Okay. Yeah.
So should I
Sure.
ask the next question
The
also?
audience, meanwhile, if you got any questions, just ask
Okay.
about guru and disciple. Just ask. Dheeraj is going to go off. His noise is coming from his laptop. Something wrong with it. Okay. That's a relief. Okay. So, does anyone have questions until Yurad sorts out his noise box and comes back? Anybody got questions? Yes, no, no, yes. You have to type it. I can't hear you. All right. I'm waiting for the comments. Anjal, Shobha, hi. Do you have any questions? And who are the other 8 people here? Do you have any questions about the Guru Shishya Parampara? Yes, no? Okay. All right. But stick around. There's going to be a lot more clarity about this since you don't have any questions. Just wait for like 5 minutes. Take a break for 5 minutes and we'll be back. Okay. Shubha has a question. Does the guru choose the disciple? And Anjal is asking, can a person be a part of multiple lineages? Okay. So it's always that the guru chooses the disciple, but not in this birth. Okay. So there is a contract, there is a observation that happens from many births, and finally the guru gets to choose who they want as disciples. Disciples do not get to choose the guru. Disciples have got to impress the guru with their discipleship, and we'll get into that. What is a disciple's duty, and how can one win the grace of a guru? All right. And the second question is, can a person be a part of multiple lineages? Iraj, are you back without any noise?
Yes, I think so. Can you
Yeah, yeah,
can you hear
good.
me?
Yeah,
Awesome.
loud and clear. There's no problem here. Okay. So Anjal wants to know, can a person be a part of multiple lineages? And the answer is yes. But there should be a coordination between uh, the gurus of the lineage. So if one guru preaches something which is completely opposite to what another guru is preaching, then the student is going to get completely confused. So it's got to be compatible lineages, otherwise it won't work. And Rohan says, "Sir, you said you trained under Mahathir Babaji and still you had health issues like diabetes, etc. What is the question, Rohan? I have no idea what this is. Is Mahathir Babaji a health service? I don't know what you're talking about. Can you please be clear about what the question is? Okay, let's continue, Yuvraj.
Okay. How is a guru different from, say, a teacher?
A teacher is somebody who takes information, knowledge, skills, and passes on information, knowledge, and skills, while a guru is just a connection. A guru's connection is that you get clarity of who you, if you want it, you always have clarity of who you can really be. What is your real potential? Who can you really be? Once you're initiated by a real guru, you'll never lose sight of that unless you want to with your ego. Okay. So the guru is like a light. You can turn it off, on or off, but at least you have electricity. But without a guru, then you'll have to learn about how to create electricity. And it's a big process, right? It's like as if, because you've gone through the cycle of being tough, knowledgeable, amazing, and then you've fallen into the cycle of being stupid, weak, and useless. When you're stupid, weak, and useless, you can't access electricity, something like electricity. You don't even know where it is, it's gone. So then the guru is constantly maintaining this convenience for those who need it when they need it. So it's such a big relief to have a guru in tough times. You can only appreciate a guru when you're having tough times. When everything's easy and nice, who needs a guru? All right. Okay. Rohan, I'm going to rephrase that question. What is your question? I didn't understand. I'm really sorry. Matar Babaji is not a health service. It's not necessary that if you have a guru, you'll be healthy. Okay? Depends on your karmas as well and what you wanted to achieve and what you wanted to learn. I run probably one of the most effective healing practices today in the entire country. And the reason is because I've been so sick, I know how to climb out of it. Okay. And the glory of having a guru is that you can see me now fit and fine from all these serious diseases, which wouldn't have happened if I didn't have a guru. I would be dead. Okay, let's go on.
Who's a disciple? And again, what is the job of a disciple?
A disciple's job is simply to trust the guru. I know this is very hard for some people to accept, but you have to have the discipline of maintaining good emotions towards the guru. That's it. That's your job. Can you do that? If you can do that, you're a good disciple. If your emotions are like the sensex and it keeps going up and down regarding the guru, Emotion can go up and down about anything else. But regarding a guru, your discipline is to maintain your emotions always in a loving manner, in a humble manner, in a receptive manner, because knowledge flows from a higher level to a lower level. Not knowledge, but grace. Guru does not give you any knowledge. It doesn't teach you anything. A teacher teaches you things. That's an acharya. You will learn things from an acharya, but you will never learn anything from a guru. What you get is grace, the connection to who you really are. And for that to flow, for grace to flow, you have to be in a lower level than the guru. If you put yourself above and start judging the guru, say, I do these things better than my guru, so I must be better than him, ho, 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 and thump your chest like an idiot, then what will happen is you'll get customer service. And then what will happen is you'll suffer a lot because you would have cut off the only thing that could have saved you from sinking in that situation. But look, how did gurus come there? They've climbed up from every possible shit. Okay, gurus have created every possible shit and climbed out of it. Now they know that whatever you throw at them, they know how to handle it, how to get out of it. Nothing that can shake a guru's connection. So, disciple's job is only to surrender to this connection, do whatever, thumping a chest you can do anywhere else. Don't thump it in front of your guru, and you lose a connection. That's the discipline. Okay, cool. Okay, Rohan has rephrased his question. My question is that Mahavatar Babaji taught you yoga, and yoga brings good. Who told you yoga brings good health? Yoga Siddhi brings good health. Okay, there's a special branch of yoga called Siddhi Yoga, which is for therapy. Yoga therapy brings good health. Okay, not yoga. The yogis in the Himalayas are healthy without any diseases. When I was in the Himalayas, I had no disease. I had disease after coming back here. And you were suffering from diseases? How? That's called karma, Mr. Tom Cruise. Come on. Okay? It's karma. So you have to go through it in order to become something. What is difficult here? I had to become one of the most effective healers on the planet. And to become that, I had to go through my own journey and understand it from close up. Okay? I hope you understand it. Anjal is asking which stage of the strong weak cycle is our society now. What do you think, Anjal? Don't you think everybody is mental? Don't you think every third person has a mental disease? And every second person has a physical disease? And so we're totally in a weak cycle of society now. Okay. Rohan, you had to let go of that, man. Like, what is this? It's a non question. Ask a good question. Ask a good question. Make me happy. Come on. Next.
How is a disciple different from a student?
A student's job is to concentrate on the lesson, apply it until he becomes skilled. A disciple's job is to maintain the discipline of good emotions towards a guru. Got the difference? A
Yes.
student doesn't have to respect his teacher. He can become better than his teacher by studying from Google and doing online courses. And in fact, many students are better than their teachers now. They get better and better, right? So it's like that. But that's a teacher. Like I'm learning marketing from so many people. That's not a guru that I'm learning from. I'm learning from a teacher. I'm also learning martial arts from so many people. That's not a guru. That's teachers. There are many teachers. Very rarely do you come across a guru who's going to give you that connection to who you really are all the time. As long as you maintain proper emotions towards them. But you know what? Here's my secret why I keep learning so much. Because I always maintain respectful emotions towards all my teachers as well. I don't go after and poke my nose into their personal life and judge myself as better than them. I don't do that. Whatever's going on in my teacher's personal life is his or her personal life. I'm not interested. Whatever is my interaction with them is my interaction with them. So I keep it professional and I keep it like that. So that way, I'm able to maintain respect for all my teachers because I'm not getting into what they're doing disrespectful. And even if I come to know about something disrespectful that they're doing, I still don't disrespect them because they're giving me knowledge. So that's also uh, a student's important, what do you call it, duty. Yeah, but it's true that some students can need not you in order to learn a subject you need not respect the teacher, but in order to have a guru's grace you have to respect a guru. When a guru tells you something you have to listen to it. Okay, so that's very important. All right, cool. Rohan says okay, good.
When should someone become a disciple, or when should they understand? Okay, now it's time that I should find a guru.
You don't find a guru. You don't go seeking for a guru. Don't ever go seeking for a guru because the guru will find you when you are karmically ready to accept them as a guru. Okay, so my guru came to me and I was able to accept him absolutely as my guru, right? After that, he told me one teaching: shit happens, move on. That's what he told me. I said, this is important. And I said, so this is a yogic teaching. He said, most definitely. I'll give you the Sanskrit version. Om malam gataha akalikam prachalati. And I was laughing at the time. But that one mantra has helped me to go through a lot of shit. Okay, so a lot of shit happens on a daily basis, even now, man. Like minute by minute basis, somebody's throwing shit at you all the time. And moving on from that, I'm able to do that because through this mantra, I'm connected to my Guru's grace. I said, in my mind, I said, Babaji, once again, shit has happened. Once again, I'm moving on because you told me this and I cannot disrespect that. I completely accept it. So after some time, all the possible shit has happened and there's nothing more that can go wrong. You failed in every possible way. By the Guru's grace, it's happened. Okay, you failed financially, you failed emotionally, you failed in relationships, you failed in health, you failed in. Is there anything else left to fail in? You you lost respect from society. You've been punished by society. Everything has happened. Legally, you got into trouble. That also happened. Everything happened. Then you move on. Isn't it beautiful? Because my guru gave me this teaching, one teaching. That's it, only one teaching, nothing else. I gave my students also the same teaching, but they were students, they're not disciples. So they couldn't follow it because they're not disciples. So when you become a disciple and you realize that deep inside you, you have to start respecting others, respecting people, and respect is a switch. It's either on or it's off. Okay, so you can't like make it on for one person, off for one person, on for one person, off for one person. It's exhausting, right? So I just keep the respect switch on for everyone. Just keep it on, which means whatever somebody is doing, don't get into their personal life and judge yourself to be better than them. Just see what is your interaction with them. Somebody is your tailor. His job is to stitch clothes. Is he doing a good job stitching clothes? Good. Don't get into like judging him because he spoke badly with some beggar who came to his shop when you were there. You gave 5 rupees, but he didn't give 5 rupees. And so now you feeling I'm superior and your moral jhanda is flying. Like, calm down and don't do those things. Don't compare yourself with other people just to get high on I am better or they are better or whatever. That's called disrespect. Just don't do that internally, right? Externally, you can call them anything, like however you behave. Internally, if you have this thing that I'm not going to disrespect it, externally, you can't misbehave with people. You can't behave in a wrong way. And you'll also know when somebody is doing that with you. Like you won't stand for it, right? When you don't do it, you can tell people, "Don't do it with me." Also, you can give them slaps, but you can give them customer service, and then they'll be like really happy after that. That that you're not there in their life anymore. They'll be very happy. Now, some people bring happiness when they leave. So everyone brings happiness. Some when they come and some when they leave. So when you give customer service to someone and when you leave, they feel very happy that you left. So you'll be ready to do that. You'll be ready to go and slap someone, not physically. Give it to them, so that they don't come and judge you and then jump all over you. So all this comes from being a good disciple. Being a good disciple is respect. Somebody said, no, Ma Soyama, one of the biggest martial artists of the last century, he said, martial arts begins and ends with respect. I think life begins and ends with respect. If you don't have that thing, so being a disciple is the discipline of respect, and we should really maintain this. Yeah, it's very important. You can't turn it on only for Guru and then turn it off for everybody else. You can't do like that. You have to have it on for everyone. I get exhausted, man. I mean, it's not like I haven't done it, but I done it when I was 10 or 12 or something. Comparing yourself and feeling high on that. Okay, you got to understand this brain process of yours. If you go and compare yourself with someone and suddenly you feel I am better, and then it releases serotonin. It's a drug. Serotonin is a drug. People are busy releasing that. Just you got to control that if you're going to be a disciple. Got to control it. Have to keep it. Don't do drugs.
Does being a disciple mean complete surrender to the Guru?
It means respecting the guru and the guru's words or grace, which Babaji gave me this grace. He said, "Shit happens, move on." This is a grace he gave me. I have to respect that grace. It's not a teaching. It is the ability to move on that he's given me. And I've got to believe that it's there in me. I've got to really exercise it. Okay, so let's say I have wings, but I don't believe that I have wings. I don't believe that I can fly. I know I have wings. I can see it in the mirror, but I don't believe that I can fly with these wings. And so I never fly. That's the Guru's grace. The Guru gives you wings, and you can see that you have wings. But if you don't use it and you don't fly, now you're wasting a Guru. You're wasting the Guru's grace. Does the Guru withdraw the grace? No, not really. The Guru waits patiently for you. The Guru waits for rocks to become alluvial silt. Waits. Because the Guru is immortal. Every real Guru is immortal, okay? So you hear of this Guru dying and that Guru dying. They're not Gurus, they're teachers. Every real Guru is immortal. They've overcome and they're in touch with the highest human potential, and they can always connect you to it. They don't die. Yeah. You don't see them unhappy at any point. You don't see them like losing their health and all that. Doesn't happen. Okay? That's a journey of disciples to have health problems and relationship problems and financial problems, and gurus don't have any of those problems.
Can someone have more than one gurus, multiple gurus?
Yeah, Anjal already asked, like, what is Anjal or someone asked, can we have multiple lineages, different gurus? It's possible. Like, my guru himself has many gurus. He's connected me to 6 lineages, which come from various gurus, right? So, Yeah, it's very much possible. But he's accumulated this over a period of 1,800 years. He's accumulated six lineages over a period of 1,800 years. So I'm happy that I'm 45 and I have one guru. I'm really happy with one guru. What is this? Why do you need multiple gurus? He's taught me one lesson: shit happens, move on, and I'm so powerful because of it. I'm so powerful because of this one grace. He's given me the grace to move on from anything. Anything. Move on from anything. Lose my eyes tomorrow, I can move on. I lose my legs, I can move on. I lose somebody close to me, I can move on. I lose everything, I can move on. Okay? Rohan is asking a better question. Good, Rohan. What is enlightenment and do you need a guru for enlightenment? Because Osho, Buddha, and many more did not have one. Okay? So I don't know what this enlightenment is. I have no idea what it is. But it's you believing that you are suddenly above uh, your previous. I think it just means good mental health for some people. Okay. So anyway, how did all this end? Buddha died at 82 or something. Osho also died at 82, and many more who did not have a guru are also going to die soon, pretty soon. They're not out of that cycle of life and death, karma. Means they've not gotten in touch with true desire, because only those who have true desire can be immortal. So we have to get in touch with true desire. So what is enlightenment? It's not something I care about. At the end of the day, what I really care about is, am I being who I can be at the moment? Am I living to my highest potential? Right now, I feel that I'm a fabulous guru. That's my self image. And I'm enjoying it. But there may be a time when I realize I don't want to be this fabulous guru, I want to be something else. And my moving towards that is what is going to be most significant for me. But this word entitlement is like a black belt, man. You know, karate black belt. Okay, this is karate black belt friend of mine. Not karate, some jujitsu, something crazy stuff. Black belt. We're riding on a bike and somebody overtook him and he shouted some abuse on that guy. So that guy stopped the bike, came back, thrashed the black belt. I was just watching because I was enjoying it so much. He caught the black belt and thrashed him like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, where is your jiu-jitsu, man? Come on, show me something. And he's like, no. And I let him go. I'm like, I didn't look like you let him go. It looks like he let you go. You know. So enlightenment is like that black belt. You're enlightened until something happens to you like death or something else. Something else happens, you know. Some shit will happen. And then you won't admit that you're not enlightened. So there are many enlightened gurus with sex scandals happening, something else happening. You know? They, they're not they're not aware, they're high. So enlightenment seems to me like somebody got like really high. Yeah. Anyway, Buddha's teachings kept on changing through the years. And in the end, he was pretty chilled out. He was like, he became very fond of psychedelic mushrooms, it seems. And one of those mushrooms killed him. So he started to find that as enlightenment. And Terence McKenna has done enough of psychedelics. For the whole humanity, he's done enough. And so he talks about all of these states, so called enlightened states. Right? They're not very different. Enlightened states are not very different from a psychedelic experience. So it's possible to have a psychedelic experience, and plants make it possible. Some people can do it just by withdrawing themselves. They they trip some chemistry in the brain. So seems to me like this enlightenment business is just some brain alteration, which is temporary and of not really any benefit for the person. But a real goal of life is to profit from everything, to become better and better, and try to stay. The game is to stay as purposeful as possible, in touch with karma, and stay in that. in a place of purpose instead of a place of avoidance, in a place of engagement rather than avoidance. Okay, so then engage with the world. That's more important than this enlightenment business. Enlightened, so what, man? UG Krishnamurti said I'm enlightened. Somebody else said I'm enlightened. What is the point? You just go around being mean to other people. That's it. That's enlightenment. Why we need this? Anyway,
Are there any obstacles a guru or disciple go through while teaching or learning that they should be aware of?
yes. One of the biggest obstacles is brain drugs. Serotonin, oxytocin, endorphin, maybe, and even what is the other one? Which one did I miss out?
Dopamine?
Dopamine. So don't get addicted to these drugs because they make you feel good. Somehow we think that spiritual practice should make you feel good. No, there's some assumption there. Who told you this bullshit? Spiritual practice puts you in touch with all the crap inside you. It doesn't feel good. A true spiritual practice will make you feel all the shit inside you, and then give you a choice what to do with it. Like you have to do something with it. You have to fix your life. Okay. So they keep on pointing out this is wrong, this is wrong, this is up, this is your problem, this is your problem, this is your problem. So if we go after feeling good, it becomes a huge obstacle. Okay, so get this teaching out of your mind. The biggest obstacle to spiritual growth is you thinking that it has to feel good, that your life has to become somehow better. No, man, you'll get married to the worst person in the world as soon as you start your spiritual practice. You'll get so abused. You'll be like so abused. You won't know your head from your ass. Like you'll be so abused. Like everything hurts equally. I don't know what's happening. Okay, that is spiritual awakening. So a lot of shit happens when you're spiritually awakening, and I think it's good because then your ego comes down. You cannot have any of these drugs. You have to learn to live without serotonin, without dopamine, without endorphins, without oxytocin. You have to not get distracted by these things. It's a temporary fix. You want to fix the problem. Okay, it's not like you won't have dopamine at all, but you'll have it in a legitimate manner. You won't be able to produce it whenever you want and then get trip on it. Okay. So Rohan wants to know what about Krishna and how did he have the great knowledge of Gita? So I've read Bhagavad Gita and it is not knowledge, man. Finally, what happens there is grace. Okay. Whatever Krishna explains to Arjuna, Arjuna can't get it. He's not able to come out of his avoidance. He's not able to avoid these, what do you call them, emotions. Oxytocin. He's feeling oxytocin towards his relatives. He can't give it up. And finally, he says, "No, you have to like get my grace, man. That's the only way it's going to work. I told you to fight, just go fight." He says, "All right, I'll go fight." That's the point people are missing. They're thinking that the Bhagavad Gita is very important to read because at the end of it, Krishna, whatever he says, he's just demonstrating that you can't listen until you drop your ego and stop getting high on your emotions. You drop your ego and then you let my grace work. That's the only way that it's going to happen. So it's all it's a book about surrendering your ego and your whatever. So what is this? What about Krishna? Krishna had a guru. Sandipani was his guru, right? Everyone had a guru, man, including the avatars. Rama had a guru. Krishna had a guru. Okay? There's no guruless avatar in this whole world. Parshurama had a guru. Everyone had a guru. Anyone who's in the spiritual lineage should be part of a lineage. Otherwise, they can't hold it. Because the world's nature is to cycle through tamas, rajas, sattva, tamas. Sattva becomes tamas, tamas becomes rajas, rajas becomes sattva, sattva becomes tamas. It's a cycle. The state of being in tamas is called pashu. The state of being in rajas is called vira. The state of being in sattva is called divya. So people move and cycle. Like I said, easy times, tough times. Tough people, weak people. Tough people are called sattvic people, right? Weak people are tamasic people, and then the ones who are hungry in the middle to move from tamas to sattva, they're the rajasic people. So they keep cycling. Nobody is free from these gunas. This is how the universe is. Except the guru. The guru is nirguna. Guru is not affected by any guna. And the guru is able to draw and give you purpose all the time, sattva all the time. Okay. Are there any non-Indian gurus and lineages? Of course, yeah. All lineages are non-Indian. Even the Indian lineages are non-Indian. Okay. So most of the spirituality has originated from Africa, and that's where all the lineages end up with Trilokinath, who was the teacher of Shankarnath. So that lineage of Trilokinath goes all the way back to Africa. And then the South Americans have their own lineage. Everything is connected. But usually, most of the awakening is connected to this one person called Trilokinath, who's called Toth or Tehuti in Africa. This person is the one responsible for all the lineages, even here. Then there's Vajraguru, who's responsible for bringing his own lineage, and so on and so forth. So all the yoga comes from there. And there are lots of non-Indian gurus. Okay, India doesn't have any monopoly, but the beauty about India is that we wrote a lot of textbooks. That's it. There are lots of gurus who we call, like I have some Samayachara gurus. Okay, I'm also connected to some Samayachara uh, traditions, and there we don't have any textbooks. Nothing. No Vedas, no Puranas, no nothing. And it's completely like non-ritualistic. So yeah, there are many lineages. Each one has their own approach, but it all goes to the same place, like Ramakrishna said. It all different parts to the same water. So, okay, what else? One has maybe the point of enlightenment is clarity that these gurus like Osho Krishnamurti or Jaggi Vasudev Jesus have. Yeah, but clarity about what? About what? About purpose, isn't it? Clarity of purpose is given only by a guru. I don't think you can get this without the limit. Okay? So Jaggi Vasudev has a guru, man. Krishnamurti had gurus, man, but he rejected his gurus later. Osho claimed to be self-enlightened. Jesus definitely had a guru. It's called John, right? Yeah, John the Baptist was his guru. So what are you talking about, man? No idea what you're talking about. All right. Next question.
How does a disciple turn into a guru? What do they have to do? What do they have to learn?
It's a karmic thing. If you got that karma and you accept that karma, then you'll end up as a guru. If you want to have that karma of holding the light, being connected, being nirguna, if you've had it with the gunas, you're like done with it. You're like, no, I don't want any gunas now. I don't want any attributes. I want to be just nobody, just just potential, highest potential all the time. You want to play life on God mode, then you become a guru. That's your karma. You can't want it. The karma is created either from your ancestors or it's created by you from your previous births. Or Kriyaman karma is what you can do right now. and create something. But being a guru is not a kriyaman karma. It has to be an agama karma, either coming from the ancestors or it has to be coming from your own past births. And that's what it is. So it's karma coming from previous births. You wanted to be a guru, you wanted to be a guru, and then you meditated so much upon it and you just said, this is all I want and this is the only thing that'll make me happy. And then you end up as a guru. I wasn't even trying to be a guru. I wasn't even trying. Believe me, I have so many better things to do. The kind of suffering you have to go through to be a guru is unbelievable. I don't know why anybody would want it. It just happened to me. I wasn't looking for it. I was very happy being a disciple. Then there was an experience. And suddenly I realized I have to be a guru. It's the shittiest job in the world. You can't go around engineering this thing. You're either a guru or you're not. That's it. You can't consciously do it. It's all in your subconscious mind. And when that awakens in flowers, it awakens in flowers into a guru. You can't plant the seed of a guru. It mysteriously arrives. Clarity about life, Rohan, is clarity about purpose. Life is not a thing. There's nothing called life. But there's purpose. And that's about it. This cannot be achieved without a guru. Because we are in a cycle of being in the dump right now. This is Kali Yuga. We're in a dump, like literally, man. Nobody's happy. Who's happy? How many people go around smiling, doing what they want to do in this world? Even those with riches are not happy. You know, addicted to drugs and all sorts of shit. They don't have any purpose in their life. Only those with purpose are happy. A connection to purpose in this time can only come through a guru. There are times when tough times create tough people, right? These are tough times. Tough people are yet to come. How gurus have come to create tough people. Once tough people get created, what do you think they'll do? They make easy times. Everything's working, everything's great. Then what do you have? Weak people. You want to be out of this mess cycle, man. This cycle is what we want relief from. This is the mukti we want. We don't want to be part of the cycle. We want to be always connected to purpose. This is the craving of the human being right now. Clarity of life is nothing but clarity of purpose. And it's very, very hard to find. Okay? You cannot find it by yourself. Come on, tell me, who has found purpose by yourself without a guru? Tell me. I'll get over soon. Your purpose is only to make your life easy right now. Okay? Everyone's purpose is to eliminate some kind of suffering in the world. No, that's not real purpose. It's to fulfill desires. Where do desires come from? Desires unrelated to suffering are also there. We think all desire is related to suffering. Only through suffering we know desire. We don't know Kameshwari's face. We know her feet or something. We don't know her face. We know her nail, which is the desire that gets born out of suffering. Never let it happen again. They're called relief. All people desire a relief. They haven't got relief yet. But what if somebody's already got relief? And what if somebody's already got relaxation? What do you think? Do they run out of desire? That's when they come face to face with Kameshwari. They see her face. They're like, oh, that's desire. Now I know what's desire. So most people don't even know what's desire. Everyone running around saying, I have purpose. They don't have purpose. They don't know what it is. They have no idea what it is. Purpose is a battery inside. That gives you superhuman powers. Siddha gives you siddhis, makes you a siddha. Anyway,
Okay, I have a question about the gunas. Why would someone want to leave the gunas?
you don't leave the gunas. You like one part of the gunas, sattva you like. The sattva is purpose. But sattva turns into what? Tamas again. It turns into tamas. And so we need to balance at the edge of sattva. That's where you need to be. You don't want the cycle of the gunas. You don't have a problem with the gunas themselves. You don't want to be cycling with the gunas. You want to like maintain in sattva itself. Okay, that's the art of yoga. To be sattvic. That's what Sri Krishna says. You have to be sattvic. But to maintain yourself on the edge of sattva. It's a lot of effort. It can only happen through grace. There is no other way to do it. You cannot make this your achievement. No matter how smart you are, who you are. You can't achieve this by yourself. It's humbling for the ego, right? You can't achieve this by yourself. You need the grace of a guru. Oh no. Why can't I get rid of the guru and be my own guru? You can have an illusion that you have reached sattva, but you wouldn't have. Slowly something will be failing. Slowly your left hand will be getting numb and your arteries will be getting blocked, but you won't even know about it. You'll be like, oh, it's just this, I'll shake it up in the morning and put some oil on it. It's not going to happen. Slowly things will happen. And you'll grind out of sattva and then you'll fall back in tamas and you'll be like disillusioned all over. What is the point of achieving all that? I come back here to the state of depression. Every achievement puts you back in the state of depression. If you don't have a guru, it's ridiculous. And that's why after many cycles of births of doing that shit, people wisen up and say, I'm not taking birth if I'm not getting a guru this birth. Sorry, 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 sorry. So you get into a big argument on the other side of life. On the other side of the river of life, you get into a solid argument. I'm not going back there until I'm guaranteed of a guru. And somehow, guru says, okay, I'll come. Guru chooses you for your passion. And then you find a guru when you're born. You don't find a guru. You found a guru before you were born. And that is a gracious life. That life is fully grace. Everything is grace. In this birth, all my entire life has been just grace. Like everything that's happened in my life, just grace. I've seen the cycles come and go of purpose, and then suddenly feeling that there's no purpose, and then again like scrambling and trying to do purpose until I met my guru. After I met my guru, it's just been only purpose. I never scrambled. Even whatever shit was happening, I've been like, I got the patience to watch a rock erode into alluvial soil and grow something. So I'll wait. The first thing you understand when you find purpose is that you suddenly feel a vastness of time. Because the more you connect to your purpose, the more your batteries are charged. And you wait. And you wait for everything to settle down. And you defeat everything by just not doing anything, just outliving it. You defeat every obstacle by outliving it. If you have an obstacle, all you have to do is wait. You don't have patience, so you want to solve it immediately. But a real guru is not trying to solve anything, nothing to solve. Just wait. Stay connected to purpose. Wait, 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 and wait joyfully because you are connected to purpose. You have all the energy in the world. You're extremely healthy and happy. You keep waiting. It's hard to understand. No? We're in an Insta world, Instagram, instant. Everything's instant. We can't wait. To give this interview with you only, I waited so long. First, I had an idea that I should do some regular podcasts. It's still not happened. I still don't have a podcast. It's just like whenever we want, we come online. Whenever we want, we do something. It's not happened yet. But even for this, I had to wait. I had to just wait. I knew that I'm going to be giving people uh, clarity and purpose, but I didn't know how it's going to happen. I'm ready to wait until it happens. Still, it bears fruit. I'm not changing my purpose. I'm sitting here. Right? Constant purpose going on. When that purpose is fulfilled, there'll be another purpose. When that is fulfilled, there'll be another purpose. That means I'm going to have a really long life because I'm connected to this thing called purpose, real desire that's coming inside. Real desire makes you put everything else aside and prioritize only that one desire, nothing else. How many people prioritize only one desire for years and years? How many people can do that? Their attention span is like 3 seconds. They desire something, and then 3 seconds later, they desire something else. It's only grace. It's Guru's grace that I'm able to do this. I'm able, and some of my students will be able to do it as long as they follow the disciples' discipline, maintaining their emotions stable and respectful. First towards the Guru, and then towards everybody else. So quick, right? So quick to judge, dismiss from stories that you heard about someone. Quickly judge and dismiss everyone. Right? Don't do that. Anjal says, what is the role of discipline in achieving it? Anjal, everyone's desire is only relief, man. I recently asked someone to fill form. I got like 60 people filling a form about what they desire. All they desire is relief. Do you know that? So you don't have desires. Most people don't have desires. They only have relief. They only want relief. Wanting relief is not desire. Please let me tell you that. Desire is wanting to create something that gives you joy. Okay. The process of creating it also is joyful. The process of having created is joyful. Enjoying the creation is also joyful. And it's a very positive experience. Desire. It's not against anything. Most people desires to be rid of something or defeat something or be against something. Or it's not desire. It's a relief. Okay. So the role of discipline of emotions. Discipline is only of emotions, guys, nothing else. People think discipline is waking up at 5 a.m. and working out, running in the park, and then having only food without oil. That's not discipline. That is routine. Discipline is of your emotions. Okay? Teaching your body a routine is just reflex. That is what culture is. Culture is nothing but a reflex. So it's a Pavlovian reflex on top of that. Okay? It's conditioned into it. Conditioning is not discipline. Discipline is having complete sovereignty and integrity of your emotions and being able to feel good when you want to feel good. That's it. People are doing everything to feel better. What if you can already feel good? No matter the situation, you can feel good. That person comes face to face with desire. Then Kameshwari faces him, says, okay, this is my desire. And then you get something called a mission or a vision. You get those things. Okay? You get a vision and a mission, then you can be sure that you are following desire. Not just to overcome personal problems. And that requires you to maintain good emotions for years. Not for this weekend, but for years you need to maintain good emotions. The positive energy from that will defeat everything that you accumulated. All the kachra will be gone. You get cleaned out. That takes years. After years of maintaining good emotion, then you finally get But you need to wait for rock to break down into alluvial soil, and then what? Grow something for you. You've got to have that kind of patience. That's discipline. You've got to be in a good mood while all this happens. Maintain a good mood. So, can genuine desire only arise when we are fully relieved? Yes. When you're fully relieved, you have no relief desires at all. Then real, genuine desire comes and knocks on your door. Who is this beautiful person standing at the door of my mind? Your mind will be blown from that desire. Wow, look at this thing gripping my soul. That's how you'll feel, okay? It's different. Nobody's feeling that right now. All they're feeling is stress. They want to be rid of the stress. There are fast ways to be rid of the stress. It's called drugs. That's it. So you have to break this drug cycle. You have to stop all drugs. Whether it is external drugs or if it is internal drugs like serotonin and mind drugs, brain drugs. Stop it. Don't do drugs. What next?
That's it. I don't have any
That's
more questions.
great. It's been an hour, so it's been a really long session. Thank you all for participating. Thank you, Rohan, Anjal, and who else asked questions? Shobha. That's it. Only few people. Okay. Thank you all for showing up, and thank you for being a part of this. I feel that this is a very important talk. So, as usual, hit share if you also feel the same way. I'm going to share it too. And leave a comment if you're watching this later, and hit the like button on YouTube and on Facebook. What else? Anything else? That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Facebook and YouTube.
All right. So thank you very much. Like, comment, and share. And we'll see you next week. Thanks, Yuvraj.
Thank you, Ashwin. Thank you, Ashwin.
Oh, wait, there's a question. Wait. Stop the press. Shobha saying, knowing the purpose is knowing the purpose out of grace. And yes, knowing the purpose is out of grace. Yes, good answer. Easy answer. Okay. Preeti says, beautiful session. Thank you, sir. And Anjal says, thank you for the wonderful session. Okay. Thank you all for coming. See you next week.